What is currently happening that is scaring you? Just found out that a married couple in my city kept an elderly lady as a slave for 20 years. My city is somewhat quiet, so this really freaked me out. Edit. The lady is now together with her sister. Hopefully things will get better. It's really sinister since the city is a great place to live. No homicides or whatsoever in years. It seems that the situation is being handled. What in the actual fuck? The aging of my parents. It's like one day I just woke up and realized they were more than halfway through their lives. I keep wanting to reset their clocks. I am the aging parent now. And I'd say don't be afraid. You're an extension of them, and as much as you care for them, their focus is probably on your well-being and happiness. Needed to hear this. My father is ill and my mother is beginning to show signs of decline that I really wish I could ignore. So fortunate to have had them in my life this long, but can't imagine a world without either one. I guess life never asks if you're ready. How easily I went from a couple of drinks after work to sitting at a bar replying to a Reddit thread 5 hours after work. I feel you, man. I was like this too. It gets worse if you let it go out of control. The problem is figuring out a way to not let it get out of control. Here's my method. When I go on, stay on until someone is complaining about being on too often. It's a pretty consistent reminder. Bye. Edit. Whoever gave me platinum, you're an asshole encouraging me to stay here. On the other hand though, I guess it'll help me remember to leave. I had a kidney transplant 2 weeks ago and just got a 9 p.m. call that my lab numbers look like I might have internal bleeding. I'm scared I'm going to lose my new kidney before I've even healed. Edit. Thanks everyone for the support and gilding. Even if I don't quite understand it, lol. I didn't expect this to blow up like this. Waiting for an APPT for a scan to learn more. Hoping for the best. They haven't sent me via so I shouldn't be too worried, I guess. I'm so sorry and I hope it all turns out okay for you. My son, who turned 18 last week, is making the most horrible life decisions. He's going to wind up in jail or dead. I'm so scared for him, and if I monsieur, this may be his way of calling out for help. In my experience, I have done, and still do, dumb, unlawful things just to feel something. Also, because I just don't care what happens to me anymore. The adrenaline rushes are numbing. Laid off a few months ago. Severance ends soon and I keep getting rejected on new prospects. Trying to get into new roles since my experience is a bit niche and I've exhausted those options. Feel like a failure and don't know what I'll do if I can't find something soon. The only thing I can offer is, your work may seem niche, but I am sure there are ways to cross it over into other things if you have to. I found a career that I enjoy immensely on accident. Edit. Good luck whichever way. I've been hearing and seeing things that aren't there. I've been chalking it up to stress, but I'm starting to think I may be going crazy. It's pretty scary. Edit. Well damn. Thanks for all the advice. I have started seeing a mental health professional as of last Wednesday. It's been a week and I've started some meds. They're also doing tests for my thyroid. I've been seeing a neurologist for a few years now for an unrelated condition. Though now I'm thinking it could be related. And they have me in meds for that too. What I didn't know was the carbon monoxide thing. I'm heading out in a few to buy several new ones. I just moved and I've just been using the ones that were here already. And this all started a little while after moving in here, so maybe that's it. I've also recently learned the term shadow people, and while I don't really buy into the paranormalness of it, the experiences have been spot on what is described. It's not always people but always shadows. Weird shit. Google directed me to a podcast called Astonishing Legends. It has a pretty good episode 1 listen to about it. I have terminal cancer. I don't want to die. Lost my mom to breast cancer 2 years ago after 5 years of fighting a disease that should have killed her in under 2. Her motto was don't stop. Set a goal that you can complete in a couple of months. Hit that goal and have another waiting. Do all the shit you need to do and smash your bucket list. Don't let it get a hold over you. It is your body. You own it. Do all the things. Death comes for us all. But that doesn't mean you have to lay down and take it. Get out there and fight. Godspeed, you shitty monkey. May you fling poo for years to come. A recent medical test showed I have high levels of arsenic in my body. Yet it's not in my water, nor has it been since I've lived in my current location. Do you eat rice? Arsenic is highly water-soluble, and rice paddies in some areas are notorious for poisoning via absorption from irrigation. I believe it's brown rice specifically. Chillhop is eating brown rice more than 2 to 3 times a week. It could be contributing to his arsenic levels. My friend is being physically abused but is trying to reconcile and stay with the abuser. The total disregard for the truth. Tolerance for gaslighting. It's pretty disturbing. Facts and science are now things people believe in, like religion. Terrifying. I've been out of work for about a year with back issues and I'm damn near broke. Like, really broke. As in maybe homeless at my advanced age. Back problems have spiked in America in the last few decades, and the medical community has no idea why back problems have suddenly become so prevalent. The worst part is no doctor knows how to effectively treat back problems, and there are hardly any consensus on effective treatment. Join us at our Back Pain and welcome to the club. The United States no longer means anything. America is an economic zone where the world comes to do business. We haven't been a real nation since the fall of communism. This transformation from one people to a money-making zone began in the mid-60s. This is probably gonna sound ridiculous, but I'm worried about my cat. So, he was never an only cat in the household until a few years ago, and since that time, he's been very clingy to me. Next week, I am leaving for my best friend's wedding for 2 weeks. I have never been gone more than like a day or two with him before. And as he's older now, I have this teeny fear in the back of my head that he's going to think I abandoned him while I'm gone and die somehow thinking I left. Hi monsieur, and I have a roommate and another friend who is going to look in on him every few days. But that awful thought keeps nagging at me and I hate it. I know it's probably my anxiety, but it's a terrible thought. Ask your friend or roommate to FaceTime, video call you with your cat. They likely won't register you, but just seeing them live should help calm your anxiety a bit. The death of Etika. Yeah, this one for me as well. He was an extremely energetic and positive person who brought all of his fans happiness and hyped us up for all sorts of things. It reminds me a lot of Robin Williams' suicide in that regard. Just Etika gave us a lot more warning that he was suicidal. I wish we could have done something to help. Hi monsieur. Wow, this was the last place I expected to see this, but his death did hit me a little. I was approved for Social Security disability in 2011. I have horrific anxiety, depression, PTSD, fibromyalgia, and chronic fatigue that transformed me from an overachieving valedictorian studying to be a pharmacist into someone that sleeps at least 12 hours every night. But there's 7 to 10 days every 2 to 6 weeks where I have to sleep 18 hours to be minimally functional. Has lived every single day of the last 12 years in horrible pain. Can no longer absorb information without great difficulty. Has lots of trouble remembering things. Is constantly anxious and regularly has PTSD flashbacks and panic attacks. Gets exhausted merely by grocery shopping. Often relies on my boyfriend to cook or even just get me a refill of water. Sometimes can't even bend over to get food, water for the cat's dog. Has lost interest in almost all things that used to bring me joy, like reading and writing. Cannot participate in most physical activities I used to love, like running. Definitely cannot hold down a job. After filling out a Social Security questionnaire last July and talking to a psychologist for literally less than 5 minutes in January, Social Security has determined I've improved enough to go back to work. I've improved in the fact that I'm no longer actively suicidal. But that's about it. Some days I can't even make a bagel or some Eggos for myself. So now I have to appeal their decision in order to continue receiving the benefits that allow me to see my doctors and fill my prescriptions as well as pay rent and bills. I get literally the smallest payment because I applied at 23 and hadn't paid into the system for years and years. It allows me to live basically in poverty. But I have a roof over my head, medications I need, food to eat, and the internet, so really that's all I need. But they want to take that away from me, which would mean my roommate, my boyfriend, and I would all be homeless. They both work full-time, but it's retail, so they're not bringing in enough money to pay our rent and bills without my checks. I'm fucking terrified that they're going to deny my appeal and then continue denying appeals until the process is exhausted. I'm terrified that we might wind up homeless. This all has completely fucked my mental health. My mental health being fucked exacerbates my physical conditions, causing me more pain and fatigue. I'm pretty much living in a constant state of anxiety and terror, which is causing my grasp on reality to be pretty tenuous. I keep thinking I'm somehow actually still in one of the horrible situations that caused my PTSD. In that I've conjured up my current life as a means to escape mentally. Shit's not even that great, but it's a million times better than some past situations. I have a boyfriend that I adore that adores me and is incredibly supportive. Our roommate is a really great friend that I love living with. I no longer live with people that cause me constant anxiety and stress. All I want is to keep this. I've had all my professional dreams and aspirations taken from me because my body betrayed me. I can't lose this too. I'm sorry this was so long. I just really needed to vent. And I could use a hug. I would gladly give you a hug, and I'm sorry you're going through this. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.